Can the Pittsburgh Steelers quiet the noise? And it's a big game. It's a very big game for many reasons. But I want to start with Mike Tomlin first. It's a big game for Pickens, for Deontay, for the offense, for Dan Moore coming back if he starts at left tackle. That's been a controversial topic about Dan Moore starting at left tackle. Should it be Jones? Should it be Dan Moore? That's been talked about all week, right? Big game for JPJ if he gets more snaps too. Big game for the secondary. But the Steelers can go back-to-back wins. They versed the Ravens. They beat them. They had a bye. They're 3-2. If they win this game, the Steelers go 4-2. So it's a big game for everyone, right? Player-wise. But I want to focus in on the coach, that being Mike Tomlin. Now, however you think about Mike Tomlin, if you think he's Hall of Famer, if you think standard is substandard, medium, Mike, I don't really care. However you think pro or con, it doesn't matter. Here are the facts that Mike Tomlin has with his career with the Steelers. So I found this from Yin's chat, posted this on Twitter, says the Steelers have a .652 winning percentage under head coach Mike Tomlin in the regular season games played in the Dome. That is the highest in the NFL among non-Dome opponents since 2007, right? That's pretty good. So .652 winning percentage, right? So Tomlin can win inside the Dome. Kenny Pickett likes playing in the Dome setting as well, so it's going to be like in a controlled environment. Now, of course, the Steelers went there in 2021. They lost to the Chargers like 42-37, something like that. All right, so we didn't win there when we versed the Chargers, but the Steelers, Mike Tomlin has a pretty good record at .652 winning percentage. But I got a few other things I want to talk about that is related to Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin has beaten Sean McVay. He's 1-0. The Steelers beat the Rams in 2019. Mike Tomlin is also 4-0 against the Rams, including St. Louis, going all the way back to 2007. Right, they've won 4 games in a row. Their last loss is 2002. Mike Tomlin is also, I think, 2-0 against Stafford too. But let me kind of finish with this one too. Mike Tomlin, however you see it, my good mate here, Jeffrey Benedict, who used to work for or still works for the Steel Curtain Network. So shout out to Jeff. Says here, he's also 12-4 after the bye and on a 6-game win streak. So anyone out there saying the Steelers can't win after a bye, here you have it. Mike Tomlin is 12-4 after the bye and a 6-game win streak that's from a bye, right? So if Mike Tomlin can get these players ready that I'm talking about, get Warren, offensive line, run the rock, and have a good game plan to take on the Rams and treat them like a solid team. Do not underestimate the Rams. The Rams are a solid side with Matthew Stafford, Puka Nacua, Kupp, Aaron Donald, the big-time players like that. You've got talk around Kevin Dotson. You've got talk around Witherspoon over there. So he didn't work out for us, but they're working out for the Rams. They're 3-3. So if Mike Tomlin can take control and continue his bye-winning streak to 7 and improve his overall after a bye to 13-4, this Steelers team will mean business. And it's a pretty big game. The Steelers can either, if we fail this game, we fall to pieces. We don't play good football. They fall back to 3-3. All that momentum's kind of like, man, what happened? Kind of like, rough. But if they win this game and go 4-2, you then have a 3-game stretch where you're versing, I think, the Jaguars, the Titans, and the Packers. I'm pretty sure in that order, right? 3-game stretch. Now, will you win all those 3 games? Probably not. But at least you go in there versus the Jaguars, who are 5-2, I think leading their division, or 5-1, whatever they are, they're up there. And if we're 4-2, it's a very big game. So Mike Tomlin, I have all trust in Mike Tomlin that he can improve to 13-4 after a bye and improve the after a bye win to 7 as well. Because just going back of what's been happening. Now, whatever you say, if it's mediocre Mike or whatever, we're not here to debate if it's going to be, because I don't debate that anymore. I don't care. You guys know I like Mike Tomlin. I always will. And I'm going to try and go to his Hall of Fame in the future. I don't care if he loses 100-0. I'm still going to support my coach and support my team. But this is a very big game going all the way out west. The players are getting on the plane. They've flown out. And by tomorrow morning, we'll wake up and it'll be ready for Steelers versus Rams. TJ Watt on the outside. I hope he gets better with his heel. Pat Freiermuth now, we found out that he's out with an injury. I think he's out for like 4 weeks. I'm pretty sure he's out for like 4 weeks under IR. So DJ comes back, which is good. And then we had a negative part of the team is that moves out, but hopefully Darnell can step up along with Connor Haywood, and then we might see Rodney Williams play snaps at tight end, or you'll see him play snaps on teams. But this team has to step up. Needs to be a bit of a point of like, okay, you've had 2 weeks off. Here's the point where it's like you need to muscle up, man up, shape up, go out there, hit someone as hard as you can legally, because a lot of players are getting fined, like TJ, like Quan Alexander, like Holcomb are getting fined for the hits they're doing. So hit them as hard as you can legally and don't get flagged, and have just that Steeler mentality, man. Rush the ball and just score some points. The Steelers have not scored a rushing touchdown yet. They've only scored 5 touchdowns from passing on the offense. They've scored 2 on defense, and they've had a block punt on special teams, right? So this game is huge. The Steelers, for any success this year, I think it's not a must win because you're not mathematically, booted out of the playoff race. But if the Steelers win this game and improve to 4-2 and show the league that actually can be competitive in games and start fast, then this will be an exciting one to watch. I'll see you guys later. I'll see you guys tomorrow.